Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're very much on the way now. Oh, easy pickings there. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, nicely intercepted. Ernest. And here's Eto.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate.
Takes a shot! Oh, a very decent attempt.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And it's been taken short. And here's Messi. Japan have the chance to go the other way. Oh, there's a probing ball. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Vieira. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Messi, Seedorf, can he finish? And again! No, just not quite.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And the pass is intercepted. Caresses it through. Araujo, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement.
Shot at goal! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Leicester picks it up from the goal kick. Your impression so far, Jim?
Arsenal have definitely started much the stronger. They're far more creative.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Bruno Fernandes, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's Seedorf.
Arsenal always looking for runners up front here.
Yeah, it is a regular tactic of theirs.
Yeah, it can make life really tough for you from a defensive point of view, having to constantly be on guard with people trying to get in behind.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Ernest. And he shoots! Goal! Arsenal! That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position I think would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Seedorf has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Has a look and plays it forward. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Can he get it through? Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's and the finish! And he's stuck it away. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
No, it's come to nothing. Vieira. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Messi. Leicester wins the duel this time. Ernest. Seedorf. Can he get on the end of this? He's found a way through. He's having a shot!
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Time and again they are repelled. And it's half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Arsenal clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Arsenal firmly in control at the break, 2-0 the scoreline. And we're already back up and running after half-time. And it's made its way to him, thinks about the shot. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Ferdinand kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Bruno Fernandes. Plays the return pass. And this is Messi. Messi. Eto'o.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That has been cut short. Messi. And here's Ibrahimovic. Seedorf. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Vieira running with the ball. Eto'o currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Ernest. Messi. Quarter of an hour into the second half. And it's Messi. And that interception was most necessary. Vieira. And here's Ibrahimovic. Rice. And here's Eto'o. Now this could be a chance. Lovely bit of skill. Araujo. This is a promising build-up. Ernest going forward. He'll try from distance. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Ibrahimovic, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. And a chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Good ball, good take. Seedorf! Just cruising! They are cruising! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
And if you do have a chance to
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We are just getting started. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Kilmarnock clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
That's good running with the ball. And here's Ibrahimovic. Stood up well to him there. Hernes. Well, clearly Uli Hernes was a great in his own right, but was also known as one half of a legendary strike partnership.
Yeah, and he was the more creative one, Peter. Likes to use the left side, a great dribbler who set up as many goals as he scored. He'll be asking questions of anyone on his side and just looking to try and get behind that defensive line.
Yeah, he has outstanding strength, of course, silky feet and sharp running and even sharper finishing. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Aimed at the far side. Mbappe.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this. Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
And it's Seedorf. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some.
Arsenal always looking for runners up front here.
Yeah, it is a regular tactic of theirs.
Yeah, it can make life really tough for you from a defensive point of view, having to constantly be on guard with people trying to get in behind.
Not the most accurate pass. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Vieira. Looking tidy in possession here.
Ibrahimovic really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Hoeneß. Hoeneß charging forward, the ball at his feet. Hoeneß. That's a lovely, neat pass. And here's Ibrahimovic. And he's running through. It's Ibrahimovic! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Ibrahimovic really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Messi goes short. And here's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Kilmarnock have the chance to go the other way. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking to play him in. Maldini. Seedorf. Oh, easy pickings there. Maldini. This is a promising build-up. Cruyff. That's a good ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Messi. Turns back here, probably the best option. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Plays a sharp little ball here. Rice. And it's Seedorf. He's having a pop! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post! And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Now it's Messi. Lovely bit of skill. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's been shifted off it. Hoeneß really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Rice. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. So a temporary halt to the action. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Please be reminded that
How would you review the first half?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. Gets us going once more.
Arsenal clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Ferdinand. Nesta is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's a fine interception. Ferdinand. Thuram. And it's Ferdinand. And Araujo. And he was quick to react. Ernest. Driving on and making good progress. And here's Ibrahimovic. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Not the most convincing of passes. Mbappe being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
He's going for goal! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 10.
The two coaches
Mbappe.
are signalling changes here,
Number
both at the same
19,
time.
Ibrahimovic. Number 17, Messi. Number 21, Panes. Coming on
Nesta.
the field, number
It is
20,
still anyone's game,
Eto'o.
0-0.
Number 4,
Pele
Bale.
conjures time and
Number
space where
26,
few can.
Gullit.
And here's Eto'o.
Number 9,
Pretty robust
Eze.
defending.
Substitution.
Arsenal perhaps contemplating their next change here. Gullit. And here's Eto'o. Seedorf. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Pele. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. And here's Rafael Leao. Pele! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Substitution in progress.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Tries to get it clear. Ball is over the line. Seedorf has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And reclaimed it in a trice. Vitinha.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. That pass has been well intercepted. Vieira. And it's Vitinha. That's a cute ball.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Vieira. Rafael Leao. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Back in possession and takes a shot! And that's in! Finally the breakthrough!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Arsenal have fired themselves in front.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
Gives it back. Vieira. Arsenal close now to seeing this one through to the end. Bale. He's being urged to shoot. Can he finish? And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Arsenal have their third corner. Eze with the short one. And here's Eze. He'll try from distance. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Pullet looking for the chance. So that's it. It is all over. Arsenal have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Bale taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Arsenal really were very impressive in the way they found pockets of space in those key areas. They were able to get the runners in, and that...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello,
Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We're up and running then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Bruno Fernandes going forward. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. It's a goal kick. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Patience, the overwhelming virtue in this game so far. Ferdinand. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Nesta. Ferdinand, always a very imposing presence at the back. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
The first breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now. Arsenal really are a team that like to break lines.
Yeah, they love doing that, and it does work.
Yeah, plenty of balls in behind Peter, just needs to find the right run now.
Ernest is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Thuram. And it's Messi. And he's forced to go back. Chooses to go cross-field for Nesta. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Just about within shooting range. Thuram. Cruyff does well to get it back. Ernest. Vieira. And it's Ferdinand. For Nesta. Vieira. And it's Rice. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Messi! And that's another fine save.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
Kilmarnock with the corner, there first. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. He'll try from distance! And now they can spring out of defence.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Thuram is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. He's picked his way through. Rice really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Bruno Fernandes. Seedorf produces the perfect tackle there. And here's Mbappe. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
It is another opportunity from a set piece they have here. Can he get on the end of this?
There will be
Tries
one
a
more
shot!
added time.
Nesta can clear it away. Vieira. Well, that looks a decent ball. And it's half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Arsenal leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. So we're underway for the second half.
Arsenal can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Hoeneß will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Rice. Some really good ball movement. Rice plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And the finish! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Nesta. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. That has ended up in no man's land. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And this is Messi. And Messi! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Araujo. Arsenal are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Looking for the run. Messi. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Played back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
He's not got that quite right.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
It's a searching pass. Thuram does really well to win the ball there. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Mbappe currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Well timed, excellent interception. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Good chance here! Ambitious, but just off target.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 10.
So we have movement on both
Mbappe.
benches.
Number 19.
Ferdinand.
Ibrahimovic.
So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's not looking good, Peter. You
Messi.
can't just stop playing once
Number
you've gone ahead.
21.
You're letting the opposition know that you can be got at, and they can so easily
Seedorf.
raise the pace and
Coming
tempo
on
to
the
do just
field.
that.
Number 20.
Yeah.
Eto. Number 4.
Fermin.
Bale.
Arsenal
Number 26.
still have the cards to affect
Gullit.
this game.
Number 7. Hazard.
Yaya Toure.
Number 42.
Arsenal do have a
Toure.
chance to counter here.
Substitutions taking place.
And he has shown him a yellow card. Ferdinand. And that is a little undercooked. And it's Hullet. Pele. Pele bops him off it and wins back the ball. Rafael Leao. Trill Vermin! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world. Thuram. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Vieira. Yaya Toure. And here's Azar. Shoots! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And it's been taken short. Bale. And it's Azar. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking for a runner. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Kilmarnock really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Arsenal still ahead by the game's only goal. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Vieira gets it away. Vermin! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, you'd really expect him to hit the target from there.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. This is a promising build-up. And this is Bale. Great chance! Oh, good finish. And surely that does it. Perfect time, decisive strike. That was a given, it always was.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need...
Can he finish? And there's a goal! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Kilmarnock give themselves a chance of a fairy tale. And that's it. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats.